Hello and welcome to the International Overwatch League Minors. Today we have Season 6, Week 2, Tier 1, Ohana's Vipers versus Blank. Very exciting for this game. I am your host and caster, Kawini, in the house. And I am super excited for this game because not only do we have Ohana Vipers, the reigning Season 5 champions, but we have the returning Blank. You know they're out for blood for this Season 6. So this becomes a very exciting game between these two teams. Let's go ahead and check in this ticket and see if these teams are ready. Then we can hop into Busan. Okay, we are back and we are ready to go. So let's hop in to Busan.
Now traveling to Busan. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
And we have our starting lineups over on Ohana the Vipers side. Looks like we are running the Reinhardt Zarya with a Reaper Tracy and a Moira Baptiste. And then over on the Blank side, we are running the Reinhardt Diva Symmetra Soldier with a Baptiste Lucio.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture.
Having that Lucio, let's see if Blank can get to this point first. Looks like Blank is already on the point, and Ohana Vipers are deciding to go around that right side. Vipers going for the temple to get to this point, and Blank is already on this point and trying to capture point. Reinhardt touched the point to contest it. And Blank gets capture of the point, taking out the Zarya. So Reinhardt, both immortalities out for these teams. But it looks like Ohana Vipers are slowly falling here. Reaper trying to get this Diva, but gets taken out by the Soldier. Tracer still out here, but gets taken out as well. And this is just Vipers falling apart with this beautiful, I don't know if it would be attack or defense coming out of Blank. Technically defense, since they are defending the control of this point. Both teams coming up on some ults here. Blank more than Ohana. We see Diva Bomb coming into play. Takes out Immortality. Baby Diva takes out the support. Ohana definitely having to back up here. Tim on that tracer is just can't get past there because of these sim turrets. Oh, and gets taken out. Big ult out of the soldier. Daddy coming in clutch with 4. Blank still has Lucio's ult here. Vipers only having possibly Moira ult, and Vipers are not able to get to this point. This is a 0 to 100 control coming out of Blank.
0 to 1. Ready for battle.
I can't wait to get into the fight. All systems operational. Diva, ready for combat.
Going into round 2 of Busan here.
1.
Looks like we are running the same lineup coming out of Blank. Looks like we have a couple of switches coming out of Ohana with that with that Sombra. Soldier looking to see where they come. Looks like Ohana's going to take the long way around. Blank is already on this point. Capture point unlocks in 5 seconds. That's a big pick on the Sombra. Objective now open. DPS are taking it. Reinhardt drops onto point. It gets taken down by Tav.
Someone had to do it.
Blank doing a very good job at keeping control of these points.
I will protect my home.
Gotta switch to the Junkrat coming out of Cookie. Reinhardt charging from the back lines. We see bomb coming into play into the back. Does it take anyone? Doesn't take anyone. Shield is on point. Sim is just powering these teams down. Sim so low, gets taken down by the Zarya. The Zarya is low and gets taken down by the soldier. Ohana definitely having a very hard time getting through this team's defense.
This will restore you.
But Ohana does have 2, 3, possibly 5, almost 6 ults coming online, where you see over Blank only has 3, possibly 4, so this could be an alt push just for Ohana to try to take this point here at the end. Ohana going around the backside, the charge on the Reinhardt. Shatter comes into play. But Ohana is just falling here. And Ohana was not able to touch that point, and Blank takes map 1.
Play of the game.
See Olden on that Symmetra, just her beam definitely goes burr, just melting these people down.
Double. Epic.
To see justice done is its own reward.
Alright. As we go back to lobby, let's see if there is any switches coming into play for these teams. And the next map we will be heading over to is Eichenwald. Alright, it looks like Blink is going to go ahead and run the same lineup. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just waiting to see if there's any switches coming out of Vipers. Like I mentioned before, Ohana Vipers is the season 5 champions, but Blank was on a hiatus. But they are back for season 6, and as you can see in this very first map, they are giving it all. Gave Ohana Vipers no time at all on these points. So let's see how a payload map differs for the Vipers. Still waiting to see if there is any lineups coming out of Ohana and lineup changes coming out of Ohana Vipers. And then we can get the ready up and jump into Eichenwald. And we do have some switches. I can't speak. I am so sorry. We have some switches coming in for a tank here. We have Tragic and I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm just going to call you Rack coming in for Ohana Vipers tank lineup. Now we're just going to get the ready and push on to our second map. And we already have the ready coming out of Blank. They are ready to get into this game and play and win. Alright, both teams are ready, so let's jump into Eichenwald.
Traveling to Eichenwald.
Oh, hold on, we have a pause coming in.
Initiating match.
Just give us a 1 minute to see what this pause is coming in for. Ohana said, please pause. So we are giving them a minute here. And they're ready.
Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All right, it looks like we have our starting lineups here on defense. So we are running the Sigma Diva with a Junkrat Pharah and a Mercy so far. And over on the attacking side, we are running the Reinhardt Diva with a Symmetra Soldier and a Baptiste Lucio. Looks like they are going to be running pretty much the same exact thing on attack here as they did on Busan.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
We still have not had someone choose a support here. There we go. They decided to choose the Moira, and we have the Sim TP already onto point. And we have another pause on. I don't know exactly what is going on. Our apologies, someone was not connecting to voice chat, so they are going to restart and get back in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and show back to lobby here to get this going. I just love when you show lobby, you hear the sounds from the game, and as you can hear that Symmetra turret and beam going off in the background. Okay, it looks like both teams are ready, so let's unpause this match and get back into this game. As you can see, Blank is already on this point. Sim turrets going burr, taking out the Junkrat, and now it's just a quick cleanup here on that Sigma as they cap this point.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Don't worry, my friend. I am your shield.
TP is up to high ground. Reinhardt is moving this point. Reinhardt on the high ground. Farah's in the sky. D.Va pushing on this Reinhardt. He's going to have to drop back to his team. Oh, and gets taken out when he goes back through the teleporter. D.Va also gets demeched here. And taken out as well. This payload is just moving right along with the Sim still on payload. Farah back here trying to take out the the Sim, takes the Lucio. Shield comes into play. Farah and Soldier still on this point. Or Farah and Junkrat still on this point. Reinhardt charges in. The Farah leaves the point, leaving no one. Farah takes out the Reinhardt to be able to contest this point. Looks like Blink is going to have to regroup here. Looks like Farah's going to try to get behind them, but Soldier is high ground. There's now a turret in play as well. Farah's still in this background. Soldier putting a lot of pressure on her. That is 2 picks on Blank's side. Immortality comes out to try to protect that Baptiste. And D.Va takes the Farah down. Oh, Big Shatter comes into play. Gets 2. One is taken out. Junkrat falls off the map. D.Va gets demeched. Big Dynamite taking out that Moira and the Mercy. Payload has now reached the checkmark. We are in the last push of Eichenwald on attack.
Move to the beat. Good job, team. Let's keep it going.
Looks like we had Tim switch off the Farah before he used ult, or did he use it? Oh, big bomb coming into play. Takes out no one except for Immortality. Daddy coming in clutch with that visor there. Hydra tactical ult there to get his mech back. Blank now has 0 ults compared to the 2 that are coming, the 2 support ults coming out of Ohana.
Surrender to my will.
We see Colens is coming into play. Reinhardt falls to that. Moira getting low. Immortality comes out for Blank as they start to move this payload again. Window comes into play. Doesn't look like... Oh, Ohana does reach this point. Junkrat is now on point. So is Sigma and Mercy. Window still in the play. Bob comes into the back of the point here. Reinhardt pushes D.Va back a little bit. Mercy's still there. Mercy is getting taken out by Bob. D.Va gets demeched. Is now just baby D.Va also getting taken out by Bob. And Blank reaches to a point to the end of Eichenwald. And now we are switching sides, and Vipers will now get a chance to attack. Vipers definitely had a hard time with defense on this first round with that Blank. Blank is just being absolutely aggressive here. So let's see if Ohana can copy that aggression in their attack, or if Blank is going to have a very strong defense and just shut them down.
Ready for battle.
Alright, we are ready for battle, and we have a starting lineups over on defense. We are running the Orisa Ball with a Torb Soldier and a Baptiste Moira. And then over on attack, we are running the Sigma Diva with a Hanzo Farah and a Moira Mercy. Tim's bringing out that pharmacy again. He was doing a really good job on that pharmacy, taking out picks here and there. So let's see if on attack that pharmacy can come in clutch again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Ball already trying to get up in there in the middle of everything. Pharmacy is behind.
Turret detected. I am empowered.
Needs to take that turret. Gets the turret out.
Enemy turret down.
But Soldier is right on the heels of the Farah.
Turret detected.
Turret is back up. Pharmacy is definitely going to have to take that down before he can do any other pushes.
Turret detected.
Oh, and Tav takes that Farah down, but they get the res there.
Thanks for the assist.
Barrier's about to break.
Ball in the mix, slamming down on these tanks. Oh, but it's taken out by the Sigma. This could be a nice push here for Ohana if they can get through. That pharmacy is still in that backline.
I need to recharge.
This could be bad because Moira is low on heals. With having that pharmacy still in the backline doesn't really give Ohana's tanks and 1 DPS a whole lot of heals. We see dragons coming onto the point. Oh, Colas coming out from Spaz but gets taken out. Core coming out from Torb. Coalescence coming out from Mizukage. Hydra doing a wonderful job of here, diving in and out.
Let them out.
Team up for special attack.
See Window coming into play with bongos as well. Hydra back in here, diving, gets a D.Va D-Mech. D.Va gets taken down. Minute left on the clock.
Reach in, Griff.
Come here, you stick. A marvel of engineering.
Preparing to engage.
Vipers has a couple of alts online here.
Enemy turrets ahead.
While putting a lot of pressure on this pharmacy. Pharmacy isn't even being able to try to get to this point. Oh, and Soldier takes out the Pharah, but we get the res. Pharah does have Barrage. It could come down to this ult push right here. Oh, and the Barrage, but Daddy takes out the Pharah. We are coming into overtime here. Are they going to be able to make it to this point? And they do not. And Blake takes map 2.
Play of the game.
A glorious play of the game here coming out of Odin.
Maximum.
Triple kill.
Gets 3 kills, 2 in core, and 1 with his turret. And as we go back to lobby. Oh, legendary. That is both teams. Beautiful. That is some sportsmanship right there for that Moira. You know Moira has to be feeling so happy right now. And as we go back to lobby, we are going to go ahead and see if there is any switches coming in. And if you are just tuning in, this is Season 6, Week 2, Tier 1, Ohana Vipers versus Blank. And so far, it is 2-0. We are moving on to Map 3, which is Junkertown. Now, this could be the win for Blank. But, you know, I have a feeling that Ohana doesn't exactly want to give this up yet. So they definitely still have a chance to be in this game. They just kind of have to get it together because, like you've witnessed, Blank is being absolutely just strong and dominant here. Just making our switches. We are switching sides of the map, so Vipers will... I'm sorry, so Blank will be on defense first, and Vipers get to attack first. Being able to attack first might get Vipers the upper hand here, because with attacking first, that they definitely have the chance to get it as far as they can and know exactly where they have to hold Blank, so they be able to win this map. And it doesn't look like we have any switches coming in from Blank. They are asking for a pause bathroom break, so we are going to take a few minutes and let these players go to the bathroom real quick. You know, sometimes you get so excited in these games and don't realize how much water you're chugging, and then comes the in-between maps and it's like, oh no, you know, we got to take a break. You know, I have to agree with you, Misukage. I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right, but they were an absolutely beautiful Moira in that play. You know, you saw Tim's an Easter egg in the back line on that pharmacy, only leaving one support with the rest of the team doing absolutely beautiful, keeping that team up. Even when their heals got really low, you know, they still had their orb, was using the heal orbs to keep their team up, and every chance they got to give a little bit of healing. And you saw the coalescence came into play there at the very end to try to get that push, but it just wasn't enough to get through this defense coming out of blank. Um, so I'm actually excited to see if there is any switches coming out of Vipers to kind of change this up. You see they have lots of spectators to kind of switch in. So who knows, maybe Junkertown is their map. Looks like Blank is back from their potty break and they are ready to go. We're just waiting to see if there is still any switches coming out of Vipers, and we do have some switches, so let me go ahead and make these switches right now. Tim is going to take, along with Siren, Cookie, and Raka on DPS, and then we have Egg and Morty coming in for support, and Halo coming in to tank with Tim's. And we are just waiting for the ready up out of Ohana, and then we can jump into Junkertown. And they are ready, so let's get into Junkertown.
Welcome to Junkertown.
Okay, we are on map 3, which is Junkertown. Now, this could end the series 3-0 if Blank continues their dominance, or it could possibly be a reverse sweep coming out of Vipers. Very exciting to see what this map brings.
Ready for battle.
And we have our starting lineups. Over on defense, coming out of Team Blank, we have the Sigma Hog with a Ash Soldier and a Baptiste Moira. And coming out of attack on Viper's side, we are running the Hog Diva with a McCree Soldier, or Cassidy Soldier, and a Moira Mercy.
Attackers incoming.
And they are off. We see dynamite already thrown at Vipers here. Blank taking the high ground. Hog in their back line, but gets back to the team. We get the hook on the Sigma. Immortality comes into play. Diva gets demexed. Cassidy falls. Another hook on this Sigma. We have Soldier on the high ground. Hydra falls to the Soldier. Daddy falls to Cookie. Looks like Blank is backing up a little bit here, waiting for their tanks and other player to come back here. Diva is back. Got a couple of alts already coming online. We see Soldier's Visor online for Viper's side. And we have a Window online for Blank's side. We should be coming up on Bob here at any minute.
Get into position.
Regen up.
This will heal you.
See a frontline Baptiste getting as much damage as he possibly can out there.
Enemy contact.
Like Cookie's gonna go ahead and go around the back and see if he can get a cheeky high noon back here. Immortality into play. Bob is on point. Here comes the high giant. I can't talk. I'm sorry. The high noon takes out 2. Oh, but gets taken out by the Diva.
Perhaps a new methodology.
Sigma gets hooked and taken out. Now this payload is moving. Baby Diva getting taken out by that Soldier.
The gravitic flux is upon us.
And it looks like Blank has to kind of group up here as they give space to Vipers.
60 seconds remaining.
60 seconds left on the clock. We see a dynamite thrown onto point. Flux coming into play to get them off of point. Visor and Bomb and Whole Hog, everything is coming out. It's just an alt dump here for this last little push. But it looks like Blank is able to keep it together here, and they are not able to get this first checkpoint yet. We've got 30 seconds left on the clock. Vipers definitely have to push this. Like I've mentioned, Blank's defense has just been not impenetrable, but just dominating. See Window coming into play over here on the side. Soldier is on point. Mora, Mercy, the Hog, Cassidy on point. Immortality comes into play. It is a 3v4 here. Soldier out coming into play. We see ults after ults after ults coming. It is 2v4. Baby Diva falls. It's just the Sigma, and Sigma falls. And are they going to be able to push this? And they get checkpoint 1.
You know better than to show your face around.
That was a great last minute kind of contest there coming out of Vipers. Like you said, you know, Vipers, they're not ready to give this up yet. Alright, Blank is back here. Looks like Diva's gonna go to the high ground. Vipers are moving this point. Reaching underneath the bridge. Diva dives on this Hog here. Ooh, and a beautiful shatter coming out of Reinhardt, taking out the other Reinhardt. Bob is on this point. Bomb is also on this point. Bob takes out one. And again, this defense just holding so strong. It has been team fight after team fight where Blank has just been able to take back contests of this point. A big sleep on that Reinhardt. Oh, huge ante coming into play as we have 60 seconds, losing 2 players. Orb gets eaten. Soldier trying to get a little pick damage off of here. Gets the Ana out of play. Cassidy back on the high ground.
30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds left on this clock. Now we saw in that first push that Vipers do very wonderful when it comes to overtime pushes. Oh, when we see Whole Hog coming into play, pushing Blank back. Double Coalescence now into play. Big Dynamite. Coalescence beaming on that Reinhardt. Reinhardt gets taken out. Bob is on this point. Viper's Hog staying on this point, gets slept on point. Big ante on that Hog. There's a chance to take them out as the overtime clicks down. Moira still on this point. Oh, but the Visor comes into play, taking out Moira. Vipers are not going to be able to get back to this payload. And round 1 is complete with about a tick and a half here.
Score.
Vipers absolutely pushing as far as they can. So let's see if their defense can keep this team Blank back.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All right, we have our starting lineups here on attack. We are running the Reinhardt Diva with a Mace Soldier and an Ana Moira. And on defense, we have the Hog Orisa with a Junkrat Soldier and a Moira Baptiste. See the wall coming up already, blocking Vipers as Blank starts to move this payload. Diva dives the high ground for that Soldier, getting him off the high ground. Orisa and Junk drop down but get Maywalled. Immortality does come into play. This point is still moving as Vipers are in their backline. Vipers are just letting Blank push this payload so easily here. It is the last minute, and the Hog gets walled off and stuck in that room, and payload hits check one. Tim's takes out the Reinhardt. Neither of these teams have any ults in play yet, but certainly coming online very soon. Big ante on that Hog to sleep on oh, a huge shatter coming into play, pushing them all back. Hog is here. Hog is so low, takes a breather. Reinhardt is all alone here, gets taken down. As payload starts to reach the point, we see a window coming into play. We still have 4 players on this point. It looks like oh no, it looks like Blanket's gonna go ahead and back up and regroup here. They have plenty of time to get at this last push. We see Coalescence coming into play here. Kind of a little bit early. Doesn't take anyone. Hog misses his hook. Reinhardt is back, and now Blanket's gonna be able to push this point again. We see a big bomb coming in the background. Bomb takes out the Immortality. Tire from behind. Huge tire from Cookie. It is a 3v4. Looks like Vipers is doing absolutely wonderful here in this hold. It's just the Mei on the point. Odin starts moving it. Diva starts moving it. Oh, this could be it for Blank, and it is. Congratulations, Blank, with a 3-0 win. Absolutely beautiful.
Play of the game.
Play of the game coming from Cookie. This tire was absolutely clutch here in the back, but unfortunately, as you saw, it wasn't enough because they still had 2 on that payload. That Mei and that Diva was able to take everyone that was left down. And as we go back to lobby, that concludes this Season 6 Week 2 Tier 1 match. Ohana Viper versus Team Blank. Team Blank takes it in the end 3-0, showing complete dominance. You know, this is just the beginning of the season, but coming out of Ohana Vipers, who won they didn't win last season. Zomnix won last season. They took 2nd place last season. You know, this was definitely a different gameplay for them coming out, and Team Blank coming back from their hiatus just stronger than ever. We saw this unbeatable defense and attack coming out of them, so I am excited for future games coming out of these teams. Again, congratulations, Blank, on your Week 2 win. I am your host and caster, Queenie. Till next week, when we have more exciting games coming up, we just want to let you all know we love you and thank you for watching.